Some people say that Lord Shiva came here. The footprints, that is the significance here. Footprints of Lord Shiva, and they say in one place there is footprint of Lord Vishnu also. So one is that is the significance here. But there are lots of other important aspects here. There are different ghats in Haridwar. So this place also can be called Haridwar or Haridwar. Actually it is both, because this is the door for Rishikesh, and then one side you go Badrinath, Kedarnath. One side Yamunotri, Gangotri. Is a place open for reaching both Hari and Har. Of different ghats here, the place where we are going is called Brahmakund. And there the Ganga Devi temple is there. Now, two, three legends associated with this are the Ganga Devi temple which is there, that area, that place is called Brahmakund. So first is the significance is Kumbh Mela. The Amrit Manthan which has happened, in that when the Devatas and Asuras were struggling to take the pot from each other, 4 drops have fallen. 1 drop is supposed to have fallen here in Haridwar, in Brahmakund. And that's why Kumbh Mela happens here and people take dip in this place specifically. Otherwise, Gangaji you can take dip anywhere, but Brahmakund has that significance. In Prayag, in Triveni Sangam, in Shipra, in Ujjain, and in Godavari, in Nashik. Other 3 places where Kumbh Mela is done. So here, every 12 years it happens. The main Kumbh, Mahakumbh happens 144 only, after 144 years. 12 years Kumbh Mela, 6 years Ardha Kumbh. So that is one significance. Second significance is, it is said that Bhartrhari Raja, he used to do the tapasya here. This Bhartrhari Raja is supposed to be, he was a great emperor. And then he got Vairagya. He did not have a child. And he got a special fruit from a Mahatma who said, give it to your wife and what she desires will happen. So he took the fruit, gave it to the wife. Now the wife was in love with the commander. Now she wanted the commander-in-chief to become the king. With that desire, she passed on that fruit to the commander-in-chief. That commander-in-chief was in love with the maid servant of the king. He gave it to the maid servant because he said that if she takes it, then she can become the queen, and we both together will rule. Now this queen got, this maid servant got, and she said, our king doesn't have a child. Our whole country needs a child. So she took that and went to the king. Now the king said, how did this come to you? He traced it back. He said, what is this world? There is no loyalty, there is no trust anywhere. And he renounced the world. Did lot of tapasya, and he wrote Vairagya Shatakam. Shatakam means 100. Shatkam means 6. Many times people confuse 106, they just say Shatakam, Shatakam. There is no Shatakam word. Shatakam. Shatakam means 100. And he wrote 100 verses on Vairagya, 100 verses on Shringar, beauty, and 100 verses on Niti. So these are called Shatakatraya. Niti Shatakam, Vairagya Shatakam, and Shringar Shatakam. So he is supposed to have done lot of tapasya here, and these ghats are supposed to have been built by his, in his lineage, King Vikramaditya who came, he is supposed to have built this. Now, the steps that he used to take and come to Gangaji, steps are called pairi. So, Hari ki pairi means Bhartrhari ki pairi, because in Bhartrhari's name ending is Hari. Generally people don't say about this. They just say it is Vishnu Bhagwan's pairi and that's it. Which is alright. I mean, people have Shraddha in Bhagwan and that's fine. But Bhartrhari was a great king. We should know that. And the king renouncing everything and then doing tapasya to realize the self is an amazing thing which you find in India. A lot of kings have done that. And they know very clearly after a point this is not the goal of life. They hand over to the child, they go. And they take sannyas and then they realize the truth. So that is again Bhartrahari, that is the significance here. Now one more important point is the place where we will go, Brahmakund, that has association with all Brahmaji, Shivji and Vishnu Bhagwan. Because Shivji and Vishnu Bhagwan are supposed to have visited here, but Brahmaji is supposed to have done a yajna here. So all three have come and all three have association with Gangaji. Brahmaji did the Abhishek of Vaman Bhagwan when he covered the higher worlds with his 1 foot. That water with which he did Abhishek, that is the Ganga, which is called Akasha Ganga. Then Akasha Ganga was brought down on the earth. So we say from Brahmaji's Kalash to the feet of Vishnu Bhagwan. So Gangaji is supposed to be from the feet of Vishnu Bhagwan. And then she flows on the earth. That is the other significance of this place. 60,000 children of the Sagar Raja were burnt. Now it's very interesting, the Sagar Raja story. So Sagar Raja is, he was born to his mother, but the other queens of that king, I think king's name is Bahuka, if I remember correctly. Bahuka Raja, he died quite early, and his wife wanted to, what we call as Sahagamanam. She wanted to depart with him. It is not Sati, please. Sati, there is no pratha in Shastra for in our culture. It is Sahagamanam. The wife voluntarily wants to drop the body, she will go. There is no force. And Sati never existed as a custom. It was cooked up by a lot of these British missionaries, and Raja Ram Mohan Roy and everybody joined together in that. That's a very, very big myth. And always it has been taught to us Sati Pratha, Sati Pratha. There is nothing called Sati Pratha, by the way. So this wife wanted to do Sahagamanam. One Rishi said, don't do that. The child who is to be born through you has to do great work. The other queens of this king, they tried to poison this queen. So she was poisoned and this child was born with poison. So Gara means poison and Sagara means, Sa means with. Sagara means the child who was born with poison in his body. So the mother didn't die, the child didn't die. The child was born with poison. And he, yes. So he did lot of righteous, dharmic rule. So he ruled very righteously. One day he asked a sadhu that how did I get born as a king? What did I do in the earlier life that I am born as a king? And very interesting it is. The sadhu said, in your earlier life, you had done Kanyadan. And the power of that Kanyadan has made you a king in this life. Now the Sagar Raja said, one marriage of one daughter I did and I became a king. I want to do more. He started doing tapasya. He wanted 60,000 daughters. Okay. So this Indra got upset. He said, 60,000, if he does the kind of punya he will get, he will displace me, he will become Indra. So he told Saraswati Devi, now you have to change his mind. You have to sit on his tongue and change. So when he was asking for the blessing of Saraswati Devi, instead of Putri, it changed to Putra. So he got 60,000 sons. Okay. Now this Sagar Raja, he got 60,000 sons, but he said, this is terrible. Now I have to do Ashwamedha Yajna. He won't give up. So he did an Ashwamedha Yajna. Now Indra said, this fellow is not giving up. So he took away the horse and he hid that horse in the, what we call, the ashram of Kapil Muni. Now this 60,000 sons, so Sagar Raja had 60,000 sons from one queen Sumati and another son from another queen. That other son is called Asamanja. So the 60,000 sons went to search the horse and they found the horse. They thought that this Kapil Muni has stolen it. They tried to attack him. He opened his eyes. See, what I am telling you now is from Bhagavatam. You can go and read details. General story, what we know is he opened eyes and he burnt all of them. Bhagavatam doesn't say that. Bhagavatam says he just opened his eyes. But the tapasya of that Muni is so deep that because those people tried to harm him, fire got created from their own bodies, they got burnt. Full ash. Now this Asamanja was sent. I don't know where are these horse pehle gaya, about 60,000 sons have gone now. Where are they? And these people had gone, the 60,000 sons have gone to Patal, they have gone everywhere to figure out. Then they found in Kapil Muni's ashram. So finding, the Asamanja reaches there. And he sees ashes of all the 60,000. Now he wants to do tarpan for all of them. So he was doing tarpan for all of them. Garudaji was flying from the top. Garudaji said, this will not help them. You have to make Gangaji flow on this, then only they will get liberated. So now Asamanja, he went back and he said, I have to do tapasya to redeem my ancestors. Look at that thought process. He didn't have kingdom ka lobh. He said, I'm not interested in the kingdom. My ancestors have to get redeemed. He started doing. He couldn't do. Other two people in his family, they did. They couldn't do. Finally, Bhagirath Raja. He did lot of tapasya and he propitiated Brahmaji. Brahmaji said, Ganga can come down, but somebody should be ready to receive. And only Shivji can receive. Some places they say Brahmaji himself said only Shivji can receive. Other places it is said that Ganga said, I am ready to come down. But Shiva is the only person who can receive. Either way, so he propitiated Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva said, okay, I am ready. So when we go to Gangotri, you will see there is one Bhagirath Shila there. There he did tapasya. And then Shivji stood there, appointed day, time. That is the day called Ganga Dasera, when Ganga descends on the earth. So Gangaji flows down. And in Shivji's matted locks. So she thinks that now Shivji is, is one mendicant type. My force is too much. I will, wash him out also. So Shivji recognized and he trapped Gangaji. And he disappeared. Now again Bhagirath has to do tapasya. Again Shivji came and said, what do you want? You wanted me to receive Ganga, I received. Now what? I said, oh, that is right what you said, but purpose was 60,000 people have to get redeemed. You please leave one streak of Ganga. So that one streak which is left, from there, Bhagirath brought that Ganga down all the way till here. This is the place where the 60,000 sons of Sagar Raja, they were burnt. So this place Gangaji flows, and that's why in this place lot of people come and do the Shraddha and Tarpan also. So that is the Puranic significance of this whole place. So there are different ghats where one can take bath, but Brahmakund, this is the Mahatmya.